Hello guys, back once again talking about Battlefield 4. I was gonna upload a video talking about Battlefield 4, but I decided to break it up into pieces instead. So this video is gonna be about the weapons in Battlefield 4. Now keep in mind that E3 has already announced that all weapons from Battlefield 3 will be in Battlefield 4. So any weapons that you hear that you want, or you don't hear any weapons that you want, they will probably be in a battle pack, DLC, or possibly premium exclusive. So just keep that in mind through this entire video. Starting off for assault rifles and exclusive to the assault class is the AK-12, which I'm gonna guess is a variant to the AK-74M in Battlefield 3. So if you're a Battlefield 3 player, you might want to start getting some practice on that because that's probably gonna be your Russian starter weapon right there. The Scar H, the M416, the SAR-21, the AEK-971, the FAMAS, and my personal favorite, the AUG-A3, the M16A3, the CZ-805, the QBZ-95-1, and the ACE-23. It looks like the assault class is going to get some nice weapons for basic Battlefield 4 players, so you won't probably, be one of the under players if you don't get DLCs or premium. So that looks real good. I think assault players will get a kick out of Battlefield 4. Moving on to the PDWs, which is exclusive to the engineer class now, is the MX4, the PP2000. You gotta love the PP, right? The UMP45 is making a comeback. The CBJMS, the PDWR is coming back. So you bullpup lovers on the assault class or snipers or anything like that, there's your good bullpup PDW right there. Also, we got the CZ3A1, the JS2, and the JS2 is I noticed is kind of like a dark green, maybe sage Mac 10 with a big drum magazine. So you're gonna get a lot of ammo. If I remember correctly, it comes with 50 rounds basically. So extended mags might give you a lot more. P90 and the UMP9. Moving on to the light machine guns for the support class is the U100 MK5, or also known as the Ultimax 100. We've seen this in a couple of trailers and a couple of gameplay videos so far. I think this gun's gonna be one of those. I think it's gonna be one of those really good machine guns that a lot of the colonels or higher up players are gonna be using. Type 88's coming back. Doesn't look like we need a DLC pack for that, so that's great. I'm surprised that the LSAT's making a comeback. Not a lot of people like that thing. I didn't like it personally. It sucked really bad, so I'm hoping they'd give it some good boosts. The PKP Pecheneg is making a comeback. We all know from Battlefield 3 that it was a heavy hitter, slow rate of fire, so it looks like it's going to be the same way again. Going to be a heavy hitter. The QBB-95-1 is still around. Oh no, it's not. It's just another new one. Sorry. The M240 Bravo is making a comeback. The heavy-hitting M249 is making a comeback. I really like that gun. It was great for sitting in the Huey and giving suppressive fire. It was really nice. The MG4 is actually an H&K weapon. That I really like H&K's weaponry. Quite a bit of it's going to be in Battlefield 4, so I think the MG4 is going to be a really nice selection for people who want to use it. The M249 is also making a comeback into Battlefield 4, and this time it's coming with 200 rounds already in the box. So which means you don't really need extended mag. So you can put, you could put a foregrip, a sight, and maybe a suppressor, so M249 is probably going to be one of those really, really good machine guns that are going to be early on in the game, possibly. The RPK-12 is in the game. I'm thinking this is going to be another variant of the RPK, not too far away from it. The stats kind of look the same, so I'm thinking it's going to be the same thing, just a little different. Also, for people who don't remember or like it, the M27 IAR is now making a comeback as a basic weapon, so I'm thinking DLC or Battle Pack is going to happen with this thing, because they did say every weapon was going to be back, so this gun is, I'm going to be surprised if they don't bring it back. It was one of those magazine machine guns people like to use. Moving on to bolt-action sniper rifles for the Recon class only. The CSLR-4, the M40A5 is making a comeback. The Scout Elite. Now, the Scout Elite, I actually think is going to be a basic sniper rifle for all teams and all classes that are playing Recon, because I look at the stats and they kind of look somewhat worse than some of the regular snipers that are, not as good, but still a sniper rifle. So I'm thinking that maybe this is going to be either one of the guns you pick up in the map, or possibly one of the guns that you can get very early on without having to work hard for it. The SV98 is making a comeback, so all you Twitch players who play in the Shard Canals and are really good at no-scope and quick-scope and anything like that, I think you guys would have fun still using the SV98 today. JNG 90 is making a comeback. The JNG 90, sorry, is making a comeback. Doesn't look like it's changed too much. I'm hoping that bullet drop stays because I really like that. The 338 Recon's making a comeback. Not a comeback. It's coming in the game. It looks pretty good. This thing looks cool too. So I think anyone who likes bolt-action snipers, you got one right here for you. So I'm kind of interested to see what people are going to be doing with it. M98B is making a comeback. So all you Colonel M98B lovers, you're going to knit back. Don't worry, it's coming. You can get it as soon as you get the right level. The SRR61, but for other people who don't know what that is or who play Call of Duty, it is the N200, or also known as the Intervention. By its stats, it kind of looks like it's gonna be another... Actually, it looks like it's got the same stats of the M98B. So, it looks like it's gonna be one of those bigger, better guns that we usually play. So, it's probably gonna be one of those battles to see which is better, M98B or the Intervention. I guess we have to find out and test that, right? Also, we got the FYJS. That's a Chinese sniper rifle. By the looks of it, I think people are gonna really like it. It looks cool. I think it's gonna be a nice sniper to use early on in the game. Next on, we're moving to carbines, and carbines in Battlefield 4 is gonna be for all classes, so keep that in mind too. We have the AK-5C. The ACWR is making a comeback, and it's actually getting a rate of fire boost and a mag increase. So people who love the ACWR but hate it because it had maybe not right enough rate of fire or didn't have enough ammo, well, both of those things are getting upgraded for you, so you don't have to worry. The SIG 553 is making a comeback as well, and it's getting a rate of fire boost. So people like me who love the SIG but hate it because it has a horrible rate of fire, well, it's getting a boost, so that way we can actually use it and be competitive with it. The AKU-12 is actually coming in the game, and I actually almost mistaken it as the AKS-74U, because these stats match it very similar, so I'm thinking this is going to be a variant of it in the game. The A91 is making a comeback, and it doesn't look like it's changing, so you're going to get that awesome high rate of fire. The ACE-52 CQB is coming in the game. That looks pretty cool looking. I think that's going to be interesting. The G36C is getting a rate of fire decrease. So all those people who are, level 40 something, or no, 30 something, or whatever it is, I totally forgot, that would get the G36 and loved it. The second they got it, great as an MG weapon. I see people still using it. You're gonna hate it now because it's gonna get a rate of fire loss. Not entirely sure, but I think I would hate it because the G36C's rate of fire I think was just perfect, But I guess that's them. I guess the M4A1's making a comeback, and I don't see the M4, so there's a possibility that that's going to be a Battle Pack DLC or Premium exclusive. Then again, they could have taken it out completely and just replaced it as the M4A1. The ACE-21 CQB is also coming, and it kind of looks like an assault rifle, but better for close quarters. So this is going to be interesting for people who love assault rifles, but still, want to try something different. The Type 95B1 is making a comeback, and it's getting a rate of fire boost. So people who love messing around with that thing, well, it's going to increase. So they're going to love it even more, probably. Alright, moving on. We got the newly been told about, because not a lot of people probably don't know this yet. The DMR is going to be in all classes. It stands for Designated Marksman Rifle. So people that like to play Recon or are really accurate, but still want to play a Support or NG or Recon or Assault can still get an accurate shot on them. We have the FRB. RFB, sorry. The Mark 11 Mod 0 is making a comeback, and it's getting an ammo increase, so that's really nice. The SKS is making a comeback, and it's not changing at all, so it looks like we're getting SKS back, just annoying SKS. The SVD is making a comeback. It's getting an ammo increase as well. The QBU-88 is coming back, and surprisingly, it doesn't have any changes. You know, I would thought maybe they would have dropped the rate of fire or maybe even the damage, but it doesn't look like it's got any changes. So we got a QBU back. That's great. That's just great. People can kill me more. Okay, the M39 EMR is also coming back with the ammo increase as well, and an ACE-53SV, which is SV stands for Sniper Variant. So the ACE-53 is the assault rifle, and then the SV is the Sniper Variant, where it comes like a longer barrel and a better accuracy. Scar H is also coming back as a Sniper Variant as well. So it looks like we're gonna get quite a few semi-automatic snipers for basic Battlefield 4 players. So this is great. I just can't wait to see what they have in store for like DLC. You know, premium, battle packs, all of that kind of stuff. I would have thought they put the M417 in, but it doesn't look like they're doing that, but that's just them. Moving on to shotguns, as we all know from previous Battlefield gaming and Battlefield 3, shotguns are for everyone, anyone can use them. The QBS-09 is coming in. It looks really cool. It's going to come with a folding stock, and, you know, I think it's coming with a folding stock, but in the most pictures I see, it's got a folding stock. So maybe it's going to be like the MP7. You know, it's going to have a stock that, depending on how you're aiming and what attachments you have, it kind of moves to that certain angle. You know, the 870 MCS is making a comeback. My favorite pump action of all time, and it's actually getting ammo increase. Same with a couple of others. So I don't think they're going to add extended mags for shotguns, because it looks like most of them have quite a lot of ammo anyway, so I don't think shotguns are going to be carrying extended mags in Battlefield 4, but, you know, we'll just have to see. The M1014 is making a comeback. This thing looks still the same, so I think we're going to enjoy that semi-auto shotgun as all time. The Hawk 12 gauge is coming in. This is a pump-action shotgun that has very high damage and a very long barrel from most pictures I see. So I kind of think this is going to be something that's going to be picked up from the ground and then be used. But then I also think that it's also going to be something that could be unlocked very in, like the M98B and the M60. You know, something that's really good, but you have to play the game to earn it. Moving on, we got the Saiga 12K, which still looks the same, still weird looking in my personal opinion. SPAS 12 is coming back. This time it's got 9 shells instead of from its old counterpart. The UTS 15 is coming, and this thing kind of looks amazing, because this thing is just like one big giant suitcase with a trigger. And apparently, it can hold 15 shotgun shells, so this is going to be one of those shotguns like the Dow 12 that people just run around and have to reload forever. Up next is the DVB-12, and I could not find any pictures for this, so I think this is going to be one of those shotguns that are going to look like the Dow 12. I think it's going to be another variant of the Dow 12, perhaps. Now, for all you people who love your sidearm, who really care about what's on their side to rely on when the primary is dry, here is that list for basic Battlefield 4 players. Okay, starting off we have the 226, which is not a half bad pistol. I really like it. I've shot it in real life. The thing looks really nice. It's very compact. I think this is going to be one of those pistols recons are going to really like. The M9 is making a comeback, and the QSZ92 is also coming into the game. Kind of a weird pistol, if you ask me. I mean, I've never really seen a pistol somewhat designed like it. You know, the magazine looks a bit funny, but other than that, I think it's going to be possibly the basic Chinese pistol. The MP443 is making a comeback, and this thing, I loved it in Battlefield 3. I hope it stays the same way for Battlefield 4. Now, I saw this, and I really hope they did it, and they did it. The Shorty 12 gauge is coming into Battlefield 4. It is a shotgun that is like a secondary. You can hold 3 shells in it, and it's pump action. I love this thing, and I've already been calling it Shorty because I'm gonna love it. I swear it's gonna be one of those last pistol unlocks probably. I'm gonna love it. The G18 is making a comeback, and from its original rate of fire is getting boosted to 1,000 rounds. So that means this thing is going to be even wrecking more than it originally was. It's going to chew through ammo more, so I guess keep close to the support then. The FN57, for people who also don't know, is the 5.7 from Call of Duty. This pistol is coming into Battlefield 4. It is going to make its way, and it's going to rip through people like any other pistol probably. You know, comes into the game, brand new, fresh, smells good, all that. It's like a car. It smells good, and then you do something, and it's got that funky smell for like a year. Anyway, the 93R is getting a rate of fire boost as well, so this thing is also going to chew through people for those people who are trigger happy and use it like full auto. The CZ75 is also coming in, and for people who play Call of Duty as well, this is the same CZ that you see in Call of Duty Black Ops 1. It is making its way into Battlefield 4 as well, so I hope you guys will enjoy that pistol. I think it's going to be another Chinese pistol unlock. I don't think it's going to be a start off. I think it's going to be an unlock because of its stats. The 44 Magnum is making its way back. The 6-shooter, of course, always has to come back. This thing wrecked when every kernel had it, and then 1911s come around, 1911 S-Tag, everyone's starting to use that more, so I think the Magnum's going to be one of those pistols that kernels are going to use until DLCs give them a better pistol. The Compact 45, which is what looks like, I think is going to be the 45 USP from H&K. That's what I think it's going to be. I can't think of any other pistol. That's the only one I could think of. Is that USP from Call of Duty. So I think that's going to be a really nice pistol. I think it's going to make people really fast. You know, I think holding out your knife is going to have, you know, just a wee bit different effect than holding this thing out. It's so small, so compact, has 15 rounds. I think this is going to be one of the topper ones. Up next is the M412 Rex. Of course, we have that back. And if you're wondering, the 1911 is not a basic weapon. I really want this thing to come into a DLC. I swear, if it does not come into a DLC or premium exclusive, I'm going to be mad. I can't imagine a Battlefield game without the 1911. I seriously cannot. So, I hope we can see that. And then last but not least, something that I think a lot of trollers, people who make people mad, possibly people who play like custom games on Battlefield 3, or just people who like to be taggers. This is going to be your list. Nice. The bayonet. Now, when I think of the bayonet, I'm thinking like an actual M9 bayonet that you could put on the front of an M4, because I don't know any other gun that is actually made for the bayonet, but maybe it's going to be like one of those things where, like the M320, or depending on whether or not you have an AK or A94 or M416 or M16, you're going to have like that certain knife. So maybe it's going to be different types of bayonets you can have on different types of guns. So I guess we'll see. Of course, people who love your box cutters, yeah, it's making its way back. So premium members, you might as well get ready, because this thing is gonna, of course, as per usual, box cut. The Shank is coming back, and I've already came up with a nickname for it as Shh. Of course, because it's Shank. Yeah, get it? Yeah, of course you figures. Because you're nothing. The machete is coming back. I think this is going to be one of those knives that it's going to take longer to swing, but I think it's going to do a lot of damage when it does hit. Also coming is a Bowie knife, a bigger knife. I think this is going to be one of something like a machete, but just faster maybe, because it's a bit bigger than a regular knife, so I think it's going to do more damage than a basic default knife. The carbon fiber is in the game. It's going to be kind of like this black blade instead of like stainless steel. It's kind of like black. So for people who want more style to their basic knife, well, you can get it black. So instead of like walking around with a shiny knife, it's going to be dark. So maybe it's going to be something like that. The knives are going to shine when you look at them. So maybe we'll figure that out. Improvise. I'm actually kind of curious on what this could be. I'm thinking like a knife, like strung or strapped to like some kind of like broken broom handle or something. And you're just swinging away, you know. So I guess we'll have to see what that's going to be. Up next is Scout Knife. Now, I think this is going to be something that's kind of like a Call of Duty knife. That's something that's real small, easy to throw. You know, I think it's going to be like something very fast. So for people who tag, that need to move around a lot in places like Northshore Canal, you know, they tag and they run, they tag and run. I think that's going to be great for that kind of environment. Survival. Now, I actually own a knife that is survival, and I think this is going to be one of those knives where when you take the tags, like, you're going to be, like, they're going to be scared because it's just one big knife with a handle that's got great friction, and then it has like a compass and whatnot in it, but the back of it actually has wood cut on it, so you could cut wood with it. So I'm thinking maybe, you know, you could, you know, maybe when you're counter knifing, you take like, you can like just ultimately like obliterate. Look, I'm gonna go with that. And then last is the trench. Now, I know it could be a knife, but when I think of something that's a knife that says trench, I think of like a survival trench shovel. You know, ones that, you know, it's a shovel, it has edging, and it's like really sharp, and you can flip it, and it's like a pick. But that's what I think when I read trench, you know, because like I don't think of trench knives because I don't remember any war stories that involve trenches in Vietnam and or Afghanistan that has a, you know, it has to do with a knife. You know, I've never heard of a trench knife. I've never seen a trench knife, but I think a trench shovel is what's going to go down. So I think the shovel is probably going to be like one of those things exclusively like lets you like dig a foxhole so a sniper could, you know, just sit in it. So I think that's what's going to happen, but I guess we'll have to see. That's all the weapons that I have seen in videos and have collected information from. All weapons that you did not hear about and or want to see that I did not say is probably most likely going to be in battle packs, DLC, and or premium. So if you are going to get Battlefield 4, just wait as long as you can. You know, sooner or later something's going to come out that you'll love. So, as always, MagicClown79, and wish y'all a good time.